Yo guys, there's no music, but I'm dancing right now because who the fuck needs music to dance? Anyways, Brendan Chor here. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of How to Be Happy. Today we'll be talking about positive self-talk. So I want to jump straight into a story. Once upon a time this morning, I was playing basketball with a couple these young guns, just a local basketball court, and after like 10-20 minutes in, I asked them like, how old are you guys? And they're like 15, 16, 19, 20. And then they asked me how old I am, and I'm like, guess. And in my head I'm already like, shit, I feel so old, I feel so fucking old, man. And then I told them, they're like, how old? I was like, 6 plus 20. And I was just like, in my head I was like, I'm like double the age of these guys. Like, these guys are way faster than me. They're like, they haven't gone through like terrible experiences and stuff. And so I said the joke, I'm like, yeah, I'm a dinosaur, I'm a fossil compared to you guys. And it wasn't until after, like an hour after, when I was like, shit, this is negative self-talk. Like, at the end of the day, age is just a number. It's true. It's very true. It's all about how you feel and how you see the world. Because someone that's like 20 years old could be way more experienced than someone that's like 50 years old. For example, imagine you're sheltered and you didn't really get that many life experiences, you haven't really traveled, and you're like 60 years old, but compared to someone that was born in Syria probably like 10 years ago, and they went through all this war, all these crazy terrorism, all this shit, like that person has experienced an abundance of life, be it negative or positive, compared to this person here. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's just different. But you're trying to say that age is just a number. And so I caught myself like talking to myself negatively. And so even if it's just a joke, that shit over time, when you tell yourself something enough times, you start to believe it. And so I started to tell myself like, oh, I'm old, I'm like fucking like a frail dinosaur. But I'm like 26, man. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm young as fuck. I'm like a little freaking baby. I'm not even out the womb yet. I was just born. I'm born every single day. And so I want to tell you guys the positive benefits that you can reap if you speak to yourself in a positive way every single day. And it's a process, guys. It's not something you can do like straight away. I'm still trying to practice my flicks. Yeah, it's a process, guys. Practice. And so, yeah, you can't expect you to talk to yourself positively one day and then for the rest of your life you feel amazing. So the phrase fake it till you make it is so true, because the more you tell yourself something, even if it's a lie, eventually it will become yourself, your true self. Okay, guys? So I encourage you guys to always speak positively and in a good way about yourselves. So the benefits, there's so many benefits. So I started really speaking to myself positively around like 3-4 years ago. I still like catch myself now and then like speaking negatively, obviously just then, like when I was playing basketball, but it's a process and I'm getting better every single day. So for example, you feel really good. You just feel so healthy. You feel so vitalized. You feel like you have a lot of energy when you speak good about yourself. That's one thing. Another thing is like your immune system just becomes like way stronger. I used to tell myself all the time that I get sick really easily, and I did. What happens when you say something to yourself enough? It becomes the truth. And so that became my reality. So I stopped telling myself that I get sick really easy. I tell myself that my immune system is really strong. Cold showers help. And you just feel amazing. Number 3, that's like the best thing about it. You just have this newfound sense for life, for the beauty of life. And because when you speak to yourself positively, I believe that everything is one. We are all connected. So if you speak to yourself in a positive way, it's going to affect your outer world. Your inner world always affects your outer world. And it's like a reflection, guys. We're all reflections of each other. And so another thing is stress. Your stress just plummets. There's like no stress anymore, because when you're positive about life and how you see yourself, there's nothing that can bring you down. Nothing. So those are the 4 main benefits I reap every single day. And how you can apply this into your life, I would say, number 1 is to catch yourself speaking negatively. So you're not always going to catch yourself. Just watching this video, you're going to be more conscious about how you speak to yourself every single day. So thumbs up for yourself. Amazing progress for you. That's number 1. So to catch those negative self-talk traps. Number 2, use powerful words. So like say, I'm ecstatic. Like I feel amazing. I look amazing. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. Even if it's a lie, say it. Just say it, man. Lie to yourself. Lie to yourself until it becomes the truth. Number 3, surround yourself with positive people, man. But I can't stress this enough. Positive people in your life means a positive life for yourself. Because we are the average of the 5 people around us. We're actually an average of all the people around us. Okay, it's not 5. You can't really put a number on it. But if you're around positive people, it's contagious. Energy is contagious. Okay, so if there's people around you that are positive, you're going to be positive. You are the sum of your environment. So the product, actually, you're the product of your environment. It's more powerful. Number 4, how would I say? Okay, I gotta look at my dot points, okay? Because I'm still trying to get this flow, okay? So I'm human. I've got a plan, but I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. So surround yourself with positive people. Yep. Find the humor. Number 4, find the humor in the situation or whatever is going on. So, say for example, you fell down. Find the humor in that. Like, you fall down, at least you're making someone else laugh. You might break your leg, but at least you're making someone else laugh. There's always some kind of silver lining in it, okay? And that's probably like a terrible example, but find the humor. For example, okay, I remember when I was in the train. I was on the train home. I brought my bike into the train, and I was like falling asleep. I was falling asleep on one of those chairs. You know the disabled chairs where you pull it down and you get to sit on it. I sat on one of those, and then I kind of like dozed off, and I kind of fell onto my knees onto the floor. And the first thing that happened was I like landed on my knees. And I'm just like looking out there, and then I felt awkward straight away. I just feel so awkward. I'm like, oh my god, I'm such an embarrassment. But straight away I was like, why am I embarrassed? Like, this is funny. And it's actually right next door. This guy laughed at me, and I was just like laughing with him because I'd rather laugh with him than let him laugh at me, right? Just join in on the fun. So I took myself out of that situation. I looked at myself from a different angle, falling down. I'm just like, it's funny. It's funny. So just laugh. Just make the most of every moment. Make yourself laugh, because life should be enjoyed. Okay? That is number 4. Number 5 is check in with your feelings. So with this one is, it more comes down to being conscious. So when you're like getting this negative talk, just remember to yourself, oh, I am embarrassed. I'm having a feeling that I am embarrassed. And then that's what helps you to detach from it. And then you can see it from a different angle. And then you won't give a shit anymore. You guys gotta read that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's such a good book, because if you don't give a fuck, then life is all good. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, smash the like button, because eventually I want to monetize this account, because I'm broke as fuck right now. Working at Pizza Hut, and it's not exactly aligned with my purpose. So thank you guys. If you guys like this video, share it with a loved one, and subscribe. Click the bell icon. You guys will be doing me a huge favor, and I love you guys. I'll give you kisses because of it.